An undersized neutral wire on a transformer secondary is a significant electrical problem that needs immediate attention. The scenario involves a 200 kV amp 600 to 208 Y/120 volts transformer connected to a 600 amps panel with a 400 amps main breaker on the low voltage side. The electricians used 500 MCM conductors for the phase wires, but they installed a 4/0 conductor as the neutral wire because of a difficult pull. This situation violates the National Electrical Code (NEC) and poses several safety and operational risks. The NEC mandates that the neutral conductor in a transformer secondary should have the same ampacity as the phase conductors. This requirement ensures that the neutral wire can safely handle any unbalanced current between the phases. In this case, the 500 MCM phase conductors have an ampacity of 600 amps. However, a 4/0 neutral conductor only has an ampacity of 230 amps according to NEC Table 310.16 for 75 degrees Celsius rated conductors in free air, or 260 amps for 90 degrees Celsius rated conductors in free air. This discrepancy means the neutral conductor is significantly undersized, failing to meet the NEC guidelines. An undersized neutral conductor can lead to several critical issues. Firstly, overheating can occur. When the neutral wire is too small, it cannot handle the full unbalanced current, causing it to overheat. Overheating can degrade the wire insulation, potentially leading to a fire hazard. Secondly, voltage drop becomes a concern. An undersized neutral conductor increases the impedance of the neutral path, resulting in excessive voltage drop. This voltage drop can negatively impact the performance of sensitive equipment connected to the system, causing malfunctions or premature failure. Thirdly, code violations are inevitable. Installing an undersized neutral conductor violates the NEC, leading to failed inspections and potential penalties from electrical authorities. To rectify this dangerous situation, the 4/0 neutral conductor must be replaced with a 500 MCM neutral conductor. This replacement will ensure that the neutral conductor matches the ampacity of the phase conductors, providing a safe and code-compliant installation. Now let's delve deeper into the technical aspects and potential consequences of this issue. The purpose of the neutral conductor in a three-phase, four-wire system is to carry the unbalanced current. In a perfectly balanced system, the current in each phase is equal, and the neutral current is zero. However, in real-world scenarios, loads are rarely perfectly balanced, resulting in current flowing through the neutral conductor. The NEC specifies the required ampacity of the neutral conductor to handle these unbalanced currents safely. The NEC Section 220.61 provides guidelines for calculating the neutral load. This section outlines the conditions under which the neutral conductor can be sized smaller than the phase conductors, but these conditions are specific and must be carefully evaluated. In most cases, especially for transformer secondaries, the neutral conductor must be the same size as the phase conductors. In the given scenario, the loads are trailers fed from 70 amps fusible disconnects. This information indicates that the loads are likely a mix of lighting, receptacles, and small appliances. These types of loads are prone to imbalance, further emphasizing the need for a full-sized neutral conductor. Ignoring the code requirements and using an undersized neutral conductor can have severe consequences. The overheating of the neutral conductor can not only cause a fire but also damage the transformer itself. The excessive voltage drop can lead to equipment malfunction, reduced efficiency, and increased energy consumption. Furthermore, a failed inspection can result in costly rework, project delays, and potential legal liabilities. To ensure a safe and compliant installation, it is crucial to follow the NEC guidelines and use properly sized conductors. This involves calculating the expected load, selecting the appropriate conductor size based on its ampacity, and ensuring that all connections are properly made. It is also essential to consider the ambient temperature and dirting factors when selecting conductor sizes. High ambient temperatures can reduce the ampacity of conductors, requiring larger sizes to compensate. Let's consider a more detailed analysis of the ampacity requirements. The 500 MCM copper conductor, with a 75 degrees Celsius insulation rating has an ampacity of 380 amps when installed in a raceway or cable, according to NEC Table 310.16. However, if the conductors are installed in free air, the ampacity increases to 470 amps, according to NEC Table 310.17. The 4/0 copper conductor, with a 75 degrees Celsius insulation rating, has an ampacity of 230 amps when installed in a raceway or cable, and 260 amps when installed in free air. These values clearly show the significant difference in ampacity between the 500 cm and 4/0 conductors. The transformer's secondary current can be calculated using the following formula. Transformer secondary current equals transformer kilovolt amps times 1000 divided by the voltage times the square root of 3. In this case, the transformer secondary current is 200 kilovolt amps times 1000 divided by 208 volts times the square root of 3, which equals approximately 555 amps. This means that each phase conductor must be able to carry at least 555 amps. The 500 cm conductors, with an ampacity of 380 amps in a raceway, are not sufficient to carry the full load. However, the 400 amps main breaker on the panel will limit the current to 400 amps, which is within the ampacity of the 500 cm conductors. Nevertheless, the undersized neutral conductor remains a significant concern. Even though the main breaker limits the overall current, unbalanced loads can still cause excessive current to flow through the neutral conductor, leading to overheating and voltage drop. To further elaborate on the potential hazards, consider a scenario where one phase carries a significantly higher load than the other two phases. For example, if one phase carries 300 amps, and the other two phases each carry 100 amps, the neutral conductor will carry 100 amps. While this current is within the ampacity of the 4/0 conductor if installed in free air, it is still a significant load that can cause the conductor to overheat over time. Moreover, if the load imbalance increases, the neutral current can exceed the conductor's ampacity, leading to a dangerous situation. The recommendation to replace the 4/0 neutral conductor with a 500 cm neutral conductor is based on the principle of ensuring that the neutral conductor can safely handle any potential unbalanced current. This approach provides a safety margin and ensures compliance with the NEC. In addition to replacing the neutral conductor, it is also essential to verify that all connections are properly made and tightened. Loose connections can increase the resistance of the circuit, leading to additional heat generation and voltage drop. It is also important to use the correct type of connectors and terminals for the conductors being used. Using mismatched connectors can create a weak connection and increase the risk of failure. Another aspect to consider is the grounding of the system. Proper grounding is essential for safety and helps to prevent electrical shock hazards. The grounding conductor should be properly sized and connected to a grounding electrode system. The grounding electrode system typically consists of ground rods, ground plates, or the metal frame of the building. The grounding conductor provides a low impedance path for fault currents to flow back to the source, allowing the overcurrent protective devices to trip and clear the fault. In this scenario, it is crucial to ensure that the grounding system is properly installed and maintained. This includes verifying the integrity of the grounding connections and periodically testing the grounding resistance. A high grounding resistance can indicate a problem with the grounding system requiring corrective action. In summary, the undersized neutral conductor in the transformer secondary is a significant electrical problem that must be addressed immediately. Replacing the 4/0 neutral conductor with a 500 cm neutral conductor will ensure a safe and code-compliant installation. It is also essential to verify that all connections are properly made, the correct connectors are used, and the grounding system is properly installed and maintained. By taking these steps, you can protect your property, prevent electrical hazards, and ensure the reliable operation of your electrical system. Furthermore, it is beneficial to periodically inspect the electrical system for any signs of damage or deterioration. This includes checking for loose connections, damaged insulation, and corroded terminals. Regular inspections can help identify potential problems before they become serious, allowing you to take corrective action and prevent costly repairs. Additionally, it is advisable to hire a qualified electrician to perform a comprehensive electrical inspection at least once every 3 years. A qualified electrician has the knowledge, skills, and experience to identify potential hazards and ensure that your electrical system is safe and compliant with the NEC. The electrician can also provide recommendations for improving the energy efficiency of your electrical system and reducing your energy bills. Remember, electrical safety is paramount. Always take precautions when working with electricity, and never attempt to perform electrical work if you are not qualified. Hire a licensed electrician for all electrical repairs and installations to ensure that the work is done safely and correctly. By following these guidelines, you can protect yourself, your family, and your property from the dangers of electricity. Now let's recap the key points. The undersized neutral conductor on the transformer secondary is a violation of the NEC and poses several safety risks. The neutral conductor must have the same ampacity as the phase conductors to safely handle unbalanced currents. An undersized neutral conductor can lead to overheating, voltage drop, and code violations. The solution is to replace the 4/0 neutral conductor with a 500 mcm neutral conductor. Ensure that all connections are properly made, the correct connectors are used, and the grounding system is properly installed and maintained. Periodically inspect the electrical system for any signs of damage or deterioration. Hire a qualified electrician for all electrical repairs and installations. By addressing these issues promptly and effectively, you can ensure a safe, reliable, and code-compliant electrical system. Let's consider the specific NEC sections that are relevant to this situation. NEC Section 215.3 deals with feeder conductors and requires that the feeder neutral conductor be sized to carry the maximum unbalanced load. NEC Section 220.61 provides the rules for calculating the neutral load. NEC Section 250.24 specifies the requirements for grounding the secondary system. NEC Section 310.16 provides the ampacity ratings for conductors. These NEC sections, among others, provide the basis for ensuring a safe and compliant electrical installation. It is essential to consult the latest edition of the NEC and follow all applicable requirements. In addition to the NEC, local electrical codes may also apply. These local codes may have additional requirements or restrictions that must be followed. It is important to check with your local electrical authority to determine the applicable codes in your area. Furthermore, it is crucial to maintain accurate records of all electrical work performed on your property. This includes keeping copies of permits, inspection reports, and as-built drawings. These records can be valuable for future maintenance, repairs, and renovations. They can also be helpful in resolving any disputes with contractors or insurance companies. In conclusion, the undersized neutral conductor is a serious electrical issue that requires immediate attention. By understanding the technical aspects, following the NEC guidelines, and hiring qualified professionals, you can ensure a safe, reliable, and code-compliant electrical system.